So here we are with a 2011 Polaris Sportsman 500 HO. Customer complained of the speedometer not working, and four-wheel drive is sporadic. Pulled off the cluster switches, and from reading online, if you pull that black cover apart, it'll expose the wiring number. If you check voltage from ground 8 to power 1 and ground 8 to power 2, you should have power to both of those, 1 and 2 to ground, wire 8. We did not, so I started pulling off the plastics in front end here to find out what where the power source was coming from. Down to the fuse block, I found I had no power to the speedo upon removal. You can see some of the corrosion back here. So we will start working on that, and I'll follow up with a video, see how we make out. Okay, so I found the reason why we don't have power to the block. This is the main power to the fuse block, main power coming in. It was corroded off, as you can see here. That would attach to, sorry, let me get this in focus, half of your fuse. So that's your main power coming into one side of your fuse on the main block. But this also connects to here. That is also corroded off. And the other end goes to the main feed of the speedo part of the, so it comes out of the bottom. So both bottom terminals, you can see right through because I've popped them out. That is the main power to the fuse block. Main power coming into that fuse on the bottom there. Third one from the left, and there's also a loop that jumpers over to the bottom of the speedo. So that's why I had no power to that area, and the speedo didn't work. I would also say it had to have caused issues for his four-wheel drive being sporadic, but we're gonna get this fixed up. I've already, this was pure green. I've already taken a wire brush, and you can see a little bit in there, a little bit of green left, but this was solid, flaky white and green corrosion. So, wondering how to get this out. So, oddly enough, I have misplaced my glasses today, but you can see on the top how it's open, and there's a bottom plate. What I did was I brought a, see if I can hold this. Took a tiny screwdriver and come in from the bottom so it touched the bottom plate, and just a gentle tap. So what that looks like on this fuse block, I'm so sorry, I'm trying to, as you see that little groove there, I put the blade of the screwdriver in there, and that little tiny groove in the bottom, and just a gentle tap and it pulled out. So having a little bit of difficulty myself seeing it today, but we're able to get through this. So I made all the repairs to the fuse block here. Everything works perfectly as it should now. The speedo now works. The main wire coming in now has power to the main fuse, which feeds the rest of the block and whatever else. I didn't source the rest of what it fed. Only followed what the customer had problems with, but the four-wheel drive works now. We won't see it here. Switch works, dash works, lit up, gauges, everything works as it should. The accessory plug would work now. I don't know if the heated grips and thumb warmer worked ahead of time. He didn't make mention of it, and I didn't test it, but they now work. So if anybody else has that problem, then that's the spot to check. With the speedo going out would be the main power source and corrosion. I also packed the back of it with dielectric grease, try to keep some of the water out, and protect those wires a little bit. It's in a I consider a poor location to be protected from the elements, especially if you're doing anything other than it'd be perfect riding conditions. You get into water, mud, snow, seasons, hot and cold, back and forth with the weather. Didn't fare very well on the fuse block there, but hope this helps somebody out, and have a good day.